The Detroit Lions have restructured Jared Goff's contract. So let's break down what that means for this season and for the seasons to come. Let's talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode. For those of you who are new, my name is Jay. I just want to thank you all for subscribing to this channel. For all your Detroit Lions news, thank you for liking the video and for dropping a comment down below. That helps me out. Now, the Detroit Lions have restructured Jared Goff's deal, and this is, huge. The Detroit Lions have just opened up a portal of possibilities with the amount of cap space they opened up, like that of the magician's nephew. So let's take a second, let's break down what it looks like. First and foremost, when Goff originally came to Detroit in the trade, he was coming in at a base salary of just about $25 million. Well, $20 million of Goff's base salary was just converted into a signing bonus. By doing this, the Detroit Lions have actually created, or rather opened up, $15 million worth of cap space for the 2021 season. Allow that number to sink through your bone castle and into your brain. 15 million. Holmes hath done it again, which I feel like I should probably just get tattooed underneath my rib cage at this point. Now, there are a couple things to note with this restructuring and really what it means, some things for the future, what it means for now. So let's break it down a little further. Because of the restructuring, his cap charges do shoot up about $5 million per year for 2022, 2023, and 24. So really, when you're looking at each one of those years, in 2022, his base salary will be $31 million. In 2023, it'll be about $30 million. And in 2024, it will be roughly about $31.5 million. And even more significantly is the fact that if we were to cut ties with him by 2022 next season, that would be a $30 million dead cap hit. So, what this tells us, the restructuring, really what this tells Lions fans and the whole league is, the Lions are committed to Jared Goff at least through the 2022 season. So at least this year and next year, he will be the quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Otherwise, I cannot imagine us cutting ties with him and taking that $30 million dead cap hit. So it feels like we just tied our legs to him in the 5th grade and said, let's do a 3-legged race, buddy. I think as Lions fans, we could be very jaded when it comes to big money moves. And quite frankly, we have every reason to be. You know, when you look at our past and a lot of the moves that have been made with big dollar bills, and we've never done a good job. What this tells me is that Brad Holmes is doing everything that he can in order to open up as much cap space as possible for the Lions in 2021. And by doing so, also trying to create and build a winning team around Jared Goff. I mean, we all know that Holmes believes in Goff. He was so much of the reason for the drafting of Goff. He's the reason for bringing Goff here to Detroit. Holmes believes in him. He sees something in him that he believes in, and quite frankly, I trust Holmes, therefore I trust this decision. And I know that some of you are sitting there and you're like, Jay, you are too positive. You're too positive about all the moves that the Lions have made so far this offseason. And quite frankly, yeah, I am, because I did not anticipate any of this. Going into this offseason, I was like pretty much 50-50. I thought this offseason is either going to be just so dismal and like, well, next season's really going to suck. Or, hey, my mind could get blown. And it has been blown by the moves that have been made. All in all, yes, my positivity is here. I'm here for the decisions that are being made, and I did not anticipate it being anything like this. My skepticism has been killed like Old Yeller in the backyard. Spoiler alert. But also, like, if you haven't seen Old Yeller yet, come on, what are you doing? The movie's been out for, 60 years? All in all, looking at Holmes, he is really laying the foundation for a possible wildcard team this season. I say possible. I didn't say absolutely. Hear me out. I'm saying possible. because the track that is being laid, the path that is being built is incredible so far with the amount of restructuring and the moves that are being made. I think he is trying to create a wild card possible team for the 2021 season. And then from there, an NFC North championship team within 2 to 3 seasons. You heard me say it. How do you all feel about the restructuring of Jared Goff's contract? Obviously, it ties him longer to Detroit. I want to hear how you feel. Drop it in there. Do you like it or do you hate it more than I hate hard-boiled eggs? Because, quite frankly, hard-boiled eggs, they're just the worst. Like, what's the point? Why? I'd cook the egg now and eat it now. And I know people are like, oh, I want to eat it in the future. But I'm like, just don't pick. You know how bad it smells and it's just gross and you're like cracking off the shells. God, I hate hard-boiled eggs. They're nasty. They're not a fan. Never been a fan. Never going to be a fan. They're the worst. They're the worst.